Hello, welcome again, welcome back. Welcome to a new class. Welcome to class number 60. Not bad. Class 60 already. And I'm glad to see you again. I'm really glad. I'm really glad to have you back. It's good to see you, Manolo. Laura, hello, it's good to see you too. Paula, my God, you're back. Fantastic. It's good to see you. Is everything okay? How are things going? How are things going with you? How's your mother? Is she okay? All right, I'm glad to know that. Me alegro saber eso. But is she getting better? Is she recovering from the operation? Good, good. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. I'm really glad to know that. I'm really glad to know that. My God, I was worried, Paula. You know, your mother was pretty ill. Yeah, she was in pretty bad shape. But you say she's getting better. By the way, how old is your mother? 57 only. Well, she's very young. Yeah. She has a long life ahead of her, so give her my regards, okay? Tell her I'm thinking about her, okay? Mom, tell her that both my wife and I, that both of us are thinking about her, and give her our regards, and wish her a good recovery for us, okay? Maybe we'll drop by next week, okay, if we have a chance. Maybe we'll drop by and to say hello. Will she be at home next week, or will she still be in the hospital? She'll be at home with you. Well, I'll try to drop by. If my wife can't, I'll try to drop by to say hello to you and to her and to wish her a good recovery from her illness. Okay, class time. All right. So let's move to camera 1 and continue with our inverse translation. Let's move. Okay, listen. Es muy arriesgado levantar el embargo. It's very risky to lift the embargo. Yes. If we lift, to lift is to lift this table. It's very easy to lift this cup because this cup isn't very heavy. But to lift this table, levantar pesas, weightlifting, to lift weights. It's good exercise to lift weights. If you do it right, it's very good exercise to lift weights. To lift the embargo is levantar el embargo. If we lift the embargo on the Chinese imports, millions of imports will enter this country. This country will be flooded, inundado, with Chinese products, from pens to rings to cups to people like me. Well, different types of people, but similar to me. Okay, so we shouldn't lift the embargo. It's very risky. Es muy arriesgado. Risky. Do you remember the movie Risky Business? Yeah, negocio arriesgado. I don't remember the name in Spanish of that film, but it was the film that made Tom Cruise popular. Before Risky Business, nobody knew who Tom Cruise was. After Risky Business, almost everybody. Very famous movie, and Rebecca De Mornay. All right, De Mornay. Risky Business. Es muy arriesgado levantar el embargo. It's very risky to lift the embargo. He encontrado un atajo, que nos ahorra mucho tiempo. I have found a shortcut that saves us a lot of time. A shortcut, todo junto, literalmente un corte corto. Curioso. A shortcut, to cut, cortar a través del bosque, atajando. All right, I have found, contracción, I've found a shortcut that saves us a lot of time. Habérmelo dicho. Dos formas. Why didn't you tell me? Es curiosa expresión en español. Es que no puedo, estoy un poco enfermo. Hombre, habérmelo dicho. Why didn't you tell me? Or, you should have told me. Tenías que habérmelo dicho. De ahí está habérmelo dicho. Deberías habérmelo dicho, tenías que habérmelo dicho. You should have told me. Why didn't you tell me? You should have told me. Why didn't you tell me? Quería ir a la playa. Hombre, haber ido. Why didn't you go? You should have gone. Nobody was stopping you. Me no. Es que quería ir a la playa. Pues haber ido. You should have gone. You should have gone. Why didn't you go? All right. Casi nunca piden perdón ellos por sus errores. They hardly ever apologize for their mistakes. Yeah. And they make quite a few mistakes, by the way. But casi nunca, hardly ever Lo contrario, almost always. Okay, they hardly ever apologize. Apologice escrito o apologice con ese en británico. They hardly ever apologize for their mistakes. Me, when I make a mistake, I always apologize. Do you apologize for your mistakes? Do you say you're sorry? Do you say, oh my, Pablo, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I'm sorry for my mistake. I apologize. But those guys, they hardly ever apologize for their mistakes. Su de ellos, their. They hardly ever apologize for their mistakes. Tendrás que pasar por un periodo de prueba de 3 meses. You'll have to go through, atravesar, pasar por. You'll have to go through a 3-month trial period. Trial. Trial escrito. But it's not, trial no es de motos en inglés. Trial is de proceso, juicio, o en este caso, prueba. A trial period. Trial by fire. Prueba de fuego. Trial by fire. To go through is atravesar o pasar por. En este caso, un periodo de prueba. You'll have to go through. Futuro. You'll have to go through a 3-month trial period. Aquí uso 3-month como adjetivo. A 3-month. 3-month. You'll have to go through a 3-month trial period. Okay? Like everybody. You're not an exception, Manolo. All right, que yo sepa, las cosas marchan bien. As far as I know, things are going well. Things are going fine. Everything is going okay, as far as I know. I haven't spoken to everybody, but my general impression is that things are going pretty well. As far as I know, things are going well. As far as I know, things, que las cosas en general, things are going well. As far as I know. Menos mal. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Menos mal que las cosas andan bien. It's a good thing. Things are going well. Yes. Sin sobresaltos. It's a good thing. Things are running smoothly. Las cosas andan sin sobresaltos. En inglés, corren lisamente. Things are running smoothly. Things are going well. Everything is going well. I can't believe it. No problems. Can you believe it? As far as I know. Maybe there are some problems, but I don't know about them. So as far as I know, everything is fine and dandy. All right. Let's pass you to another teacher, and I'll be back.
Hello. You're very welcome. Thank you, Richard. My name is Fitz, and we are here again with Beatriz. How is Beatriz today?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Very well. Are you ready to help us review the last class?
Yes, I am.
Very good. Okay. We're going to begin with practicing I wish, but in a slightly negative sense. Okay, so for example, I will make a statement and I want you to rephrase with I wish. Okay? You didn't win the tennis match.
I wish I had won the tennis match.
Okay, so I said you didn't win the tennis match, and Beatriz said, I wish I had won. I wish I had won the tennis match. Can you repeat that at home? I wish I had won the tennis match. Okay, good. You went to the party.
I wish I hadn't gone to the party.
Okay, it was a bad party. You went to the party. I wish I hadn't gone. You went to the party, but it was a bad party. I wish I hadn't gone to the party. You broke his nose, and it was a mistake.
I wish I hadn't broken his nose.
His nose. Beatriz is secretly violent. She broke his nose. I wish I hadn't broken his nose. You were late.
I wish I wasn't late.
And here you can say, I wish...
hadn't been late.
Very good. Again?
I wish I hadn't been late.
Very good. Okay. I wish. And careful of the SH. I wish I hadn't been late. Try one more time. I wish I hadn't, with the T, been late. Very good. One last time. I wish I hadn't been late. Okay. Next one. You lost all your money.
I wish I hadn't lost all my money.
Very good.
Money.
Money. Yes, very important. Money. Okay? Not money, money. I wish I hadn't lost all my money. I wish I hadn't lost all my money. One more time. And money.
I wish I hadn't lost all my money.
Very good. Excellent. Not money, but money. You didn't know.
I wish I had known.
Very good. You didn't know. I wish I had known. You didn't know. I wish I had known. Are you ready for some more?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You weren't there.
I wish I had been there.
Very good. And can you say it again?
I wish I had been there.
Excellent. You weren't there. You weren't there. I wish, again with SH, I wish I had been there. You weren't there. I wish I had been there. You didn't know what to do.
I wish I knew what I had to do.
And here you can say, I wish I had known. Very good.
I wish I had known what to do.
Excellent. I wish I had known what to do. I wish I had known what to do. One more. You were very rude.
I wish I hadn't been so rude.
Very good. Excellent. I hadn't been so rude. Excellent. Can you say it again?
I wish I hadn't been so rude.
Excellent. I wish I hadn't been so rude. Now, are you ready for some translation?
Yes.
A review. Once again, Spanish with an Irish accent. Okay. So, the first one. Has hecho una evaluación precisa de la situación actual.
You've done an accurate. You've made an accurate assessment of the current. I don't remember situation.
Okay, and can you say again?
You've done.
You've made.
You've made an accurate assessment of the current situation.
Very good. You've with the V. You've made an accurate assessment of the current situation, and not the actual situation, the current situation. Once again, you've made an accurate assessment of the current situation. Now, time for you to practice at home. Repeat. You've made an accurate assessment of the current situation. Very good. And careful of the pronunciation. Accurate assessment. Okay. The next one. Tendrás que pasar por un periodo de prueba de 3 meses.
You'll have to go through a test period.
Or a trial period.
You'll have to go through a trial period.
A 3-day?
A 3-day trial period.
Very good. And again?
You'll have to go through a 3-day trial period.
Excellent. You'll have to go through a 3-day trial period. Okay, the last one. Very short. Menos mal.
I don't know. I am blocked.
You can say, it's a good thing.
Ah.
It's a good thing.
Okay.
So, menos mal.
At least.
Or you can just say, it's a good thing.
Okay. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Okay? Menos mal. It's a good thing. Okay? Now, don't forget to practice. Don't forget to practice. Practicing is a good thing. Okay? Menos mal. One more time. How do you say it?
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Okay? So, it's a good thing. Don't forget to practice. Pronounce very carefully. Don't forget the T's and the D's. Okay? Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
All right. I didn't do it. Why didn't you do it? You should have done it. I know I should have done it. I wish I had done it. Son 4 frases. Seguimos con frases así en our other camera. Okay. I didn't see him. You didn't see him? No, I didn't see him. Why didn't you see him? I don't know. I didn't have time. I should have seen him, I admit. I should have seen him, and I wish I had seen him. I wish I had seen him, and I admit that I should have seen him, but I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't see him. I wish I had, but I didn't. I wish I had, but I didn't. Ojalá hubiera, pero no lo hice. Ojalá hubiera hecho, pero no lo hice. I wish I had seen him, but I didn't see him. I'm sorry. I should have seen him. Richard, yes? Did you speak to the principal? Al director del colegio. Yes, the headmaster, the principal. No, I didn't. You were supposed to speak to the principal. Don't you remember? Yeah, I remember. I was supposed to speak to him, but I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. I admit I should have spoken to the principal too. I spoke to several teachers, but I didn't. I spoke to several teachers, but I didn't speak to the principal. And I admit I should have spoken to the principal. Oh, I wish I had spoken to the principal. I wish I had spoken to the principal. Ojalá hubiera hablado, ya. Ya para mis adentros, después, estando solo, digo, oh, ojalá hubiera hablado con el director del colegio. I wish I had spoken. Esto os parece, puede que os parezca fácil, esta serie de frases, porque las entendéis perfectamente. Porque estoy dejando caer pistas también en castellano. Ahora, la destreza y agilidad con que manejes speak, un verbo que conoces desde hace 40 años, la destreza con speak no es tan fácil. Y lo que diferencia a una persona que habla inglés, como Dios manda y que domina la situación de comunicación, está íntimamente ligado a lo bien que entiende la primera y luego, en segundo plano, lo bien que maneja estas cositas aparentemente fáciles, que no lo son en realidad cuando estás solo ante el peligro, en situaciones comprometidas de comunicación. All right. Listen, I didn't speak to the principal yesterday. Maria told me, you see, Maria gave me instructions. She didn't have time to go to the school to speak to the teachers. Yesterday was Parents' Night, Noche para los Padres, where the parents visit the teachers. And our son, Jaimito, okay, he goes to that school. Now Maria said, don't forget to speak to Mrs. Thompson, to Mrs. Gemmel, and to Mr. Barham. And please, most important, talk to the principal about that problem. I said, okay, Maria, don't worry. Now, I went to the school and I spoke to Mrs. Thompson, I spoke to Mrs. Gemmel, and I spoke to Mr. Barham, but I completely forgot to speak to the principal. Later that night, Maria said, well, what did the principal say? I said, oof, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Well, I didn't talk to the principal. You were supposed to have spoken to the principal. I told you to speak to the principal. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't. I'm sorry I didn't. I wish I had spoken to the principal. I wish I had spoken to the principal. And I admit I should have spoken to the principal, but I forgot. I forgot to speak to the principal. I should have spoken to him. And I wish I had spoken to him. Later that night, when I'm alone, okay, I think to myself, ojalá hubiera recordado eso. I wish I had remembered to speak to the principal. I wish I had remembered. I wish I had remembered. Okay, ahora vamos a mirarlo en mecánica pura. No lo hice, ojalá lo hubiera hecho. I didn't do it. I wish I had done it. I didn't drink it. I wish I had drunk it. I didn't see him. I wish I had seen him. I didn't take you to the airport. I wish I had taken you to the airport. I didn't find the book. I wish I had found the book. I didn't turn on the light. I wish I had turned on the light. I didn't break the record. I wish I had broken the record. I didn't understand your question. I wish I had understood your question. Do you understand these? These are very easy, of course. But the agility with understand, understood, speak, spoke, spoken, take, took, taken, etc. All right? I didn't see the answer. I wish I had seen the answer. I didn't have the solution. I wish I had had. Aquí I had dos veces. Ojalá hubiera tenido la solución en mano. I didn't have the solution. I wish I had had. the solution. I didn't know the answer. I wish I had known the answer. I wish I had known the answer. I didn't lose the money. I wish I had lost the money. All right? I wish I had lost the money. I didn't drive the car, but I wish I had driven the car. I didn't speak to the principal. I wish I had spoken to the principal. I didn't go to the meeting. I wish I had gone to the meeting. He didn't come to the meeting. I wish he had come to the meeting. He came yesterday, but he didn't come today. I wish he had come both days. All right? I didn't consider that possibility. I wish I had considered that possibility. All right? I didn't approach the subject. No abordé el tema. I wish I had approached the subject. I didn't find the money. I wish I had found the money. I didn't lose, or they didn't lose the match. I wish they had lost the match. I didn't pick up the pencil. I wish I had picked up the pencil. I didn't drink the water. I wish I had drunk the water. He didn't get drunk. I wish he had gotten drunk. Okay. Do you understand these things? Es una forma de expresar un poco de exasperación o en algunos casos impotencia. Ojalá hubiera ganado el partido, pero ya no hay vuelta atrás. Okay. I wish I had won. I'm sorry I didn't win. I wish I had won. Okay. We'll pass to some advertising and then I'll be right back. Welcome back. Oh, I wish I knew how to teach English effectively, because I don't know. I don't know how to teach English effectively. Ojalá supiera. I wish I knew. Because I wish I knew how to get my students to really learn. I wish I knew how to motivate my students to make an honest effort to improve. Learning a second language is not easy, but it's not difficult if you work hard. It's not fun. Well, it depends. Some types of academic efforts are quite stimulating. Learning English can be fun. It can. And whether it's fun or not, que sea divertido, no. Whether it's fun or not, you need to work. 2,000 hours, 3,000 hours, it takes a lot of time. I hope you have enough time, all right? But I wish I knew how to give you more time. All right, let's pass to our next teacher, and then I'll come back.
Thank you very much, Richard. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest English course on earth. That's right, Vaughan Inglés 4.0, 4.0, all inclusive. We've got it. We've got it covered. We've got it under control. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to this course. My name is Alberto Alonso, and more importantly, but I've got a little secret. Come here, come closer. I've got one of the best students in the world here in my class. That's right. Yes, you have the pleasure of seeing one of the best students in the history of this course. That's right. And this is a historic course. So imagine a historic student on a historic course. This is incredible. I don't even know what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please welcome Diana. Hello, how are you, Diana?
Hi, Alberto, how are you?
Good, good. Did you like your introduction today?
Yes, I love it. 50 points for you.
Did you hear that? 50 points for me. Take 50 for yourself, too. See, she knows the trick. She knows how to manipulate me. It works perfectly. It works great. So how many points do you have now, Diana?
Around 500.
500 points. And she's not stopping there. This is just the beginning, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So what is your goal? I mean, let's talk about long-term, a largo plazo. What are your long-term goals here with the points?
I suppose to catch Rachel of the River.
To catch up.
To catch up to Rachel of the River.
All right. Now this is a hard thing to do.
Yes, I know.
But you think you can do it?
Yes, I think so.
Have you got a strategy?
Just studying.
Just studying, studying your head off, como decimos.
Okay.
Cuando haces algo a sacos to do your head off. Oh man, I was studying my head off the other day.
Okay.
Eso es hasta que se me fue la cabeza. Okay. So you're studying your head off. That's great.
Yes, yes.
That's the idea. All right, all right. And you can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell. Se nota.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yes.
Right? In inglés, se nota, we can say you can tell. Se puede decir. Con verlo se puede decir. You can tell she's a nice person. Se nota que es buena persona. You can tell. We don't say you notice. Notice is darse cuenta. Right? All right, great, great. Now, is this a new shirt here? I haven't
Yes, it
seen
is.
this one before. This is
Yes.
new.
Yes, it is.
Great, great, very nice, very nice.
Thank you very much.
Very good, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot of things to do, so let's get moving. Vamos a ponernos en marcha. Ask me what I feel like doing today. ¿Qué me apetece hacer?
What do you feel like doing today?
Well, I feel like going to the beach. I feel like swimming. Oh, you mean in English class?
Yes, I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like looking at some new stuff.
Okay.
I feel like teaching you some cool stuff that could help you, some helpful stuff, okay? So we're gonna look at ojalá. How do you say ojalá? Pretty simple.
I wish.
I wish. Oh, I wish. Lo tienes que decir así, como.
Okay.
So try like, es que hay que poner la entonación. So, por ejemplo, vamos a mirar, okay. Ask me, Alberto, do you want to go to the beach today?
Alberto, do you want to go to the beach today?
Oh, I wish. I wish. Now you try.
Okay.
Hey, Diana, do you want to go to the beach today?
Yes, I wish.
I wish.
I wish.
Hola. I wish. All right, well, there's another way to say I wish. What is the other way?
If only.
If only. I don't know. I don't know if she sees the cards. I don't know if she's just reading my mind, but it's starting to scare me. That's right. Me estás dando miedo. You're starting to scare me, Diana. Okay, if only. If only. Okay, well, I'm going to give you a few things, and I want you to give it to me with wish and with if only. This way we practice both of these. Now, the way I'm going to give them to you is if only plus el participio pasado, plus, más had más el participio. So, if only I had gone, por ejemplo. If only I'd gone. Contraemos. Okay, if only I'd gone. Okay, so you didn't do your tax return in time.
I wish I'd done my tax return on time.
I wish I'd done my tax return on time. Y dámelo con if only.
If only I'd done my tax return on time.
Perfect. Okay. You ate the poisonous mushroom.
If only I hadn't eaten the poisonous mushroom.
Yeah, if only I hadn't eaten the poisonous mushroom. And with I wish?
I wish I hadn't eaten the poisonous mushroom.
The poisonous mushroom. Okay, what about hear the news? You didn't hear the news.
I wish I had heard the news.
I wish I'd.
I wish I'd heard the news.
If only?
If only I'd heard the news.
Perfect. If only I'd heard the news. I wish I'd heard the news. Okay, you put them down.
I wish I hadn't put them down.
Okay, what is this, put down?
To regañar. Yes?
Insult.
Insultar.
I wish I hadn't put them down. Ojalá que no lo hubiese insultado. Okay, what about if only?
If only I hadn't put them down.
Absolutely. Okay, you lost your wallet.
I wish I hadn't lost my wallet. If only I hadn't lost my wallet.
Sure, okay. You yelled at her, le regañaste. Ahora viene, what? See, I told you you're reading my mind because you just read, I have it written here and she knows it. Okay, you yelled at her.
If only I hadn't yelled her.
Falta una preposición ahí, at.
Okay. If only I hadn't yelled at her.
If only I hadn't yelled at her, or...
If only I hadn't yelled at her.
Y con el I wish?
I wish I hadn't yelled at her.
I wish I hadn't yelled at her. Ojalá que no le hubiese regañado. Que no le hubiese regañado. Okay, you spoke to her.
I wish I hadn't spoke to her. Spoken?
¿Cuál es?
Spoken.
Okay, me gusta más.
I wish I hadn't spoken to her.
I wish I hadn't spoken to her.
If only I hadn't spoken to her.
Yeah, if only I hadn't spoken to her. Okay? You took an antihistamine. Antihistamínico, right? You took an, now you can't stand up, right? You took an antihistamine.
I wish I hadn't taken an
Antihistamine.
antihistamine. Antihistamine.
Okay, one more time.
I-
You took an antihistamine.
I wish I hadn't taken an antihistamine.
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 Okay, if only
If only I hadn't taken an antihistamine.
Yeah, antihistamine. Okay. You didn't find your passport.
I wish I'd find it. Find?
Find it. Find.
Okay. I wish I'd found my passport.
I wish I'd found my passport. Or
If only I'd found my passport.
sure. Okay. And you gave up. Te diste por vencida.
I wish I hadn't given up.
Okay. Or
If only I hadn't given up.
good. Don't give up because you're doing a great job. And that's how you practice any kind of structure. We practice it until it comes out natural. How many times have I repeated it? Well, as many times as I have to. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Okay, welcome back. Okay, for the next 8 minutes, I'm going to talk. And you listen, all right? I'm not going to teach, probably. I'm simply going to talk. I'm going to talk in a natural way using the verb to wish and the expression ojalá, okay? Our style in English, all right? Let's go to camera 1 and pay attention, okay? All right. You know, there are a lot of things that I wish I had. I wish I had more money. I wish I had more money. Who doesn't? Everybody wishes they had more money. Don't you wish you had more money? I wish I had more money. I don't like being poor. Well, I'm not poor, but I don't know. Some people define poverty as not being independently wealthy. Independently wealthy means you have enough money to stop working if you want. You work because you want to, not because you have to. I wish I had enough money to retire if I wanted to. I wish I had enough money to buy the car of my dreams. I wish I had enough money to buy the house of my dreams. I wish I had enough money to travel around the world twice a year if I wanted to. You know, I wish, you know, myself, I wish I were a little taller. I'm 1.80 m. Well, I used to be 1.80 m, but not now. I think probably I'm 1.79 m. I'm starting to shrink. Okay? I wish I were 1.85 m. Yeah. I wish I were stronger. I wish I had stronger biceps. I wish I had a stronger chest. I wish I didn't have a stomach, okay? A small one. I wish I were healthier than I am now, okay? And I wish I had more hair here. I'm starting to lose hair, typical of men. In the back, no, but here in the front, yes. And on what you call entradas, okay? A receding hairline. I wish I weren't losing hair. You know, I don't want to lose hair, but that's life. I wish I weren't losing hair. And you know, I wish I had more free time. Teaching on the radio and teaching on television and managing a fairly big company is a lot of work. And it takes a lot of time. I wish I didn't have to spend so much time here and in other places. I wish I could simply get in my car and drive to the mountains in the middle of the week, Wednesday at 11 o'clock in the morning. Why not? I'm going to the Guadarrama, or I'm going to drive to Catalonia and visit Montserrat. Why not? Because I feel like it. I wish I had free time. I wish I had more free time. And you know, weekends are only 2 days a week. You know, we work 5 days and we rest for 2. Come on, that's not enough. I wish the weekends were 3 days. Wouldn't it be nice to work Monday to Thursday and then have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? I wish they would do that. I wish they would establish Friday as a holiday. Maybe in the future. Many people get off from work. Fijaos como lo digo. Many people get off from work at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock on Friday. and go home. So for many people, Friday is a short working day. Now, when I was a little boy, I remember my father worked every Saturday morning. Everybody worked on Saturday morning. And they finished work around 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, midday in the United States. And then I remember when I was a teenager, my father didn't work on Saturdays anymore, but he worked a full day on Friday. And now people work until midday on Friday. So maybe we will continue to progress backwards. And maybe in 20 years, people will finish work on Thursday, and we'll have a 3-day weekend. 3-day es adjetivo. Por eso no digo 3 days. Un fin de semana de 3 días. A 3-day weekend. And I wish we had a 3-day weekend now, you know. And you know, I'm tired of my car. I've had my car for 5 years, and I wish I had enough money to buy a new one, you know, but I don't. So I have to keep my current one. And I'm having problems with my current car. It keeps breaking down. No para de averiarse. It keeps breaking down. I wish the car were performing better, but it's not. I wish I didn't have so many problems with my car. I wish I didn't have so much trouble with my car. It keeps breaking down, and I don't know what to do. I wish I didn't have to take my car so often to the shop. My car spends half the time in the shop. So half the time I come here, I'm using a taxi or public transport. And I wish I didn't have to spend so much money on taxis. And I wish I didn't have to spend so much money in the repair shop for my car. I really don't know what to do. If I had enough money, I'd buy a new car, because new cars don't usually break down. I wish I could buy a new car now. I wish I could buy a new car, but I can't. I wish I had enough money to buy a new car, but I don't. And I wish I were wealthy enough to retire, but I'm not. I wish I could play tennis like Nadal, but I can't. You know, I wish I had a yacht in the Mediterranean, but I don't. I wish I knew some important politicians well, but I don't. I wish I could ask them for favors, but I can't. All right. Oh, you know, I have trouble breathing sometimes. I wish I didn't have these problems. Okay, it makes me feel weak. And I wish I didn't feel weak all the time. Sentirme débil todo. Ojalá no me sintiera tan débil todo el tiempo. I wish I didn't feel so weak all the time. And the lights in the studio are killing me. I wish they didn't need so many lights. I wish I could give this program. I wish I could teach on TV with fewer lights. It would be nice, but I can't. And you know, Maria sometimes is a pain in the neck. Yeah. She's always watching me. She's always making sure that I am situated correctly in this little area. And I wish she weren't so zealous, celosa en su trabajo. I wish she weren't so zealous in her job, saying, don't move. She's constantly telling me things to do. I wish she would just sit down and read the newspaper. I wish she didn't spend so much time watching me, all right? And coming here. You know, I have to come here every day to give these classes. You know, I'm tired of coming here every day. I wish I didn't have to come here every day. You know, I give 1 hour of class. Every day I come here and give 1 hour. I wish I could come on one day and give 5 hours of class, record 5 hours, and then stay home or go somewhere else the rest of the time. And I've asked, can't I come just one day and record 1 week? And they say no. I wish they would say yes. I wish I could come here only one day. I wish I didn't have to come here every day. Que me quejo mucho, eh? I'm a complainer. I'm always complaining. Cosas que me gustaría que tuviera. All right. Who knows? All right, let's take a short break, and I'll be right back to close the show.
Thank you, Richard. Hello, everyone. How are you? I'm Natasha, your teacher, and today I'm here with a student that is improving her English every single day because she studies a lot, just like you, okay? Let's meet her. Her name is Diana. How are you, Diana?
Fine, thank you, Natasha. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Tell everyone what you told me. Where were you last summer?
I was in Toronto.
In Toronto, okay. So
Yes.
what were you doing there?
I was studying English.
Studying English, okay. So did you learn a lot there?
I don't think so. There was a lot of Spanish people there.
There were a lot
There
of
were,
Spanish
yeah.
people. Okay, well, the idea is to get away from the Spanish-speaking people and to go where people speak English.
Yeah.
Okay, next time you know.
Yes, I
Yes?
do. Yeah.
Okay, as you know, today, before we see the grammar point, we're going to see the vocabulary, okay? So I'm going to say the word in Spanish and you're going to say the word in English, okay? Remember to always say it out loud because even though you can see the word, you have to work on the pronunciation, okay? So let's start. The first word is parcela. How do you say this? Parcela. Very good. Plot. Plot of land, okay? Plot of land. Can you say it? Very good. Plot of land. Very good pronunciation. Let's get Diana to say it.
Plot of land.
Very good. Plot of land. Very good. The next one is embarazada. How do you say this? Very good. Pregnant. Pregnant. Repeat. Okay, remember it's not pregnant, it's pregnant, as if it were with an E. Pregnant. Very good. Okay, let's get Diana to say this.
Pregnant.
Very good. Very, very good. Okay, she probably learned this or studied it before the class, okay? The next one is aflojar. How do you say this? Very good. To loosen. To loosen. Repeat. Very good. To loosen. Okay, as if it were with a U. Loosen. Let's get Diana to say this one as well.
To loosen.
Very good, very good. I'm impressed. I'm always impressed with Diana. And then the other one is llegar a fin de mes. Repeat. Very good. To make ends meet. To make ends meet. Okay. Let's one more time. Very good. To make ends meet. Let's get Diana to say this as well.
To make ends meet.
Very good. And then the last one is burlarse de, which is something we never do, except I do it to myself, but no one else. Okay. Make fun of. Very good. Make fun of, okay? I make fun of myself, but I don't make fun of other people. Let's get Diana to say this.
To make fun of.
Who do you make fun of?
A lot of people. Really. Yeah.
She's very
I'm
honest.
not a good person.
She's very honest. She's like, a lot of people. I cheat. I do a lot of things. Okay, all right, perfect. Now let's see the new point of the day, okay? The new point of the day is an expression, okay? And it's to be over the moon. Let's see if Diana knows what this means. To be over the moon.
Estar muy contento.
Yeah, estar loco de contento, okay? To be very, 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 very happy, okay? To be over the moon, okay? Estar sobre la luna. I don't know where this expression came from, but in any case, it means to be very, very happy, okay? Let's start practicing it, and remember that any question I ask you or Diana, you have to answer out loud, okay? Let's start. You ready?
Yes.
Were you over the moon when Spain won the European Cup?
Yes, I was over the moon when Spain won the European Cup.
Okay, won, okay, ganar, won, as if it were the number one. 1, 2, 3, 1, okay? Ganar, won, okay, when Spain won. Let's get Diana to repeat again.
Yes, I was over the moon when Spain won the European Cup.
Very good, okay? Yes, I was over the moon when Spain won the European Cup, okay? The next one for you at home, okay? Were you over the moon when this class started? Were you over the moon when this class started? Very good. Yes, I was over the moon when this class started, okay? Now, let's get Diana to ask me.
Were you over the moon when this class started?
Very good. Yes, of course I was over the moon when this class started. And you?
Yes, of course. I was over the moon when this class started.
Very good. Very good. Okay, the next one is for you, Diana, okay? If I bought you a present, would you be over the moon?
Yes, if you buy me a present.
Or if you bought me a present,
Okay.
is it like a conditional?
Yes, if you bought me a present.
Bought.
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 B-O-T. Bought.
Bought.
Very good.
Yes, if you bought me a present, I'll be over the moon.
I would be,
I
because
would
it's
be.
a conditional, okay? Second conditional. If you bought me, past simple, I would be over the moon, okay? Let's get Diana to say it again.
Yes, if you bought me a present, I would be over the moon.
Very good. If you bought me a present, I would, or I'd, be over the moon. Okay, the next one is for you at home, okay? Did you used to get over the moon when it was Christmas? Did you used to get over the moon when it was Christmas, or go over the moon when it was Christmas? Very good. I used to be over the moon when it was Christmas when I was little, okay? Let's ask Diana, how about you? When you were little, did you used to be over the moon when it was Christmas?
Yes, I used to be over the moon when it was Christmas.
Very good, okay? Now, ask me if I would be over the moon if I won the lottery.
Would you be over the moon if you won the lottery?
Very good. Would you be over the moon if you won the lottery? Yes, I would be over the moon if I won the lottery. And you? Very good. Yes, I would be over the moon if I won the lottery. Very good, okay? The next one is for Diana as well, okay? Were you over the moon when I told you the good news?
Yes, when you told me good news.
When you told me the good news,
Okay.
good news, okay?
Yes, when you told me the good news, I would be over.
I was?
I was over the moon.
Over the moon. One
Over
more
the
time.
moon.
One more time.
Yes, when you told me the good news, I was over the moon.
Very good. She mixed news and moon, and she said noon or noon. She mixed two words together, and that word doesn't exist. Okay. The next one, okay, for you at home, okay? If your boss gave you a new company car, would you be over the moon? If your boss gave you a new company car, would you be over the moon? Very good. Yes, if he gave me a new company car, I would be over the moon. Let's get Vienna to ask me this.
Would you be over the moon if your boss
Gave you?
Gave you a new car?
Okay, a new company car.
A
Okay,
new
start
company
again.
car. Okay. Would you be over the moon if your boss gave you a new company car?
Very good. I would be over the moon, but I don't drive, so I'd be over the moon anyway, but probably not that happy because I can't use it, okay? All right, the next question is for Diana. You ready?
Yes.
Were you over the moon when your alarm clock went off this morning? What is for something to go off?
Encenderse.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay, or sonar.
Sonar.
Okay? So, were you over the moon when your alarm clock went off this morning?
No, I went. Went?
I
Wasn't.
wasn't, okay? Because it's past simple. It's not a conditional
yes,
or
yes.
anything, okay? I wasn't over the moon. I was, you were. Okay,
I wasn't over the moon when my alarm clock went off
this morning.
this morning.
Very good. Okay, go again.
No, I wasn't over the moon when my alarm clock went off this morning.
Very good. No, I wasn't over the moon when my alarm clock went off this morning, okay? At home, will you be over the moon in our next class? Very good. Yes, I'll be over the moon in our next class, okay? I hope so. And thank you very much, Diana, and I hope you're over the moon in the next class as well. And at home, take care and study a lot. Bye.
All right. Another class, another day, more progress, little by little, step by step. Not bad. Mucho wish aquí. And I'm going to continue, probably, at the beginning of the next class with a bit of wish. It's used all the time. It's used all the time. So I want you to gain a feeling, not only knowledge, understanding, but feeling. I want the way of speech of native people to begin to penetrate through your pores, into your body, and to become un sexto sentido for you, for your ear and for your feeling. I wish I knew how to change your learning trajectory and to speed up, acelerar, to speed up the learning process. I wish I had the magic formula, abracadabra, dotalo en inglés. Siguiente, abracadabra, dotalo en inglés. But I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. See you tomorrow.